أن محمد رسول الله.
The social boycott. As Islam continued to spread despite the persecution of Quraysh, they realized that torture and threats were not stopping the Prophet, peace be upon him, and his followers. In a desperate attempt to crush the new faith, they decided on a severe strategy: social and economic isolation. They gathered and wrote a pact, declaring that the clans of Banu Hashim and Banu al-Muttalib, who were protecting the Prophet, peace be upon him, would be completely boycotted. No one was allowed to marry from them, trade with them, or even speak to them. This document was hung inside the Kaaba as a sign of commitment. Hardships in the valley of Abu Talib. The Prophet, peace be upon him, his family, and his companions were forced to seek refuge in a valley on the outskirts of Makkah. For nearly 3 years, they endured extreme hardships. Food was scarce, and they often had to survive on tree leaves and boiled leather. The cries of hungry children could be heard throughout the valley. Despite these difficulties, the believers remained patient and steadfast in their faith. Some kind-hearted individuals, like Hakim ibn Hizam, secretly sent food to help them, but the suffering was immense. The pact is broken. Eventually, some Quraysh leaders, moved by the suffering, began questioning the justice of the boycott. Among them was Hisham ibn Ammar, who secretly gathered others to oppose the pact. One day, Allah caused insects to eat away the document inside the Kaaba, erasing everything except the words "in your name, O Allah." When Abu Talib heard this, he informed the Quraysh, who checked and found it to be true. The boycott was declared void, and the Muslims were finally freed. A moment of relief. With the end of the boycott, the Muslims could once again interact with the people of Makkah. Islam continued to spread, but the Quraysh were not done with their opposition. A greater test was about to come, the year of sorrow, where the Prophet, peace be upon him, would face the loss of his greatest supporters.